Behind the buffets, Broadway shows and smiling crew lies a hidden world passengers never see. And today, ex-cruise workers are revealing 11 secrets the cruise lines would rather you didn't know. Some of these could save you money, others could protect your vacation, and one might even score you a secret perk. Stay until the end, because Secret 11 is the one cruise say changes your cruise forever. I've been studying cruise life for years, and what I found shocked me. This isn't about ruining the fun, it's about making sure your next cruise is smarter, safer, and unforgettable. If you love insider cruise hacks and travel secrets like this, hit subscribe right now so you're always one step ahead before you sail. These are real insider cruise hacks and secrets crew members don't usually share. Here are 11 things ex-crew say the cruise lines would rather you didn't know. Let's start with Secret 1. Secret 1. Casino manipulation. Let's start with something shocking. The cruise ship casino. What most passengers don't realize is that the odds here aren't always what you think. Unlike land-based casinos where machines are regulated by strict gaming commissions, cruise lines operate in international waters. That means they can adjust payouts, sometimes even mid-voyage, to increase revenue. Slots can be tightened after a few big wins, making it nearly impossible to hit again. Even table games like blackjack can be run under house rules that tip the odds even further against you. Now, I'm not saying never play. The casino can be fun if you treat it as entertainment, but don't expect to walk away with big winnings. Would you still gamble knowing this? Drop a slot machine emoji in the comments. Tip, always treat the cruise casino as entertainment, not an investment. That way you'll never lose more than you intended. Secret 2, passenger profiling and tracking. Here's a secret most passengers never think about. From the moment you step on board, the cruise line begins profiling you. Yes, your cruise card tracks more than you think. Every swipe, whether at the bar, in the shops, or at the casino, builds a profile of your habits. That data doesn't just sit in a computer, it shapes how you're treated. Big spenders may get special invitations, freebies, or priority service. On the other hand, frequent complainers can quietly be flagged, making staff less eager to accommodate every little request. This isn't meant to scare you, but to help you cruise smarter. Tip, be polite, tip early, and build a reputation as a respectful guest. You'll be amazed how much better your cruise experience can be when crew see you as someone they want to help. Secret 3. The truth about cruise food. Now let's talk about one of the biggest myths at sea, the food. The endless buffets and multi-course dinners look glamorous, but here's the truth. Much of it isn't freshly made on board. To feed thousands of passengers daily, a huge portion of food is frozen, pre-prepared, or reheated. This doesn't mean the food is bad. In fact, cruise chefs are experts at presentation. But if you're imagining farm-to-table freshness, you may be disappointed. Want proof? Compare the buffet trays to what you see at made-to-order stations. Tip: for the best dining experience, skip the mass buffet and look for those live cooking stations or treat yourself to specialty dining at least once. Secret 4. Cabin downgrades and phantom upgrades. Everyone loves the idea of a free upgrade. But on cruise ships, it's not always the win, it seems. Sometimes passengers are offered what looks like a better cabin, only to find out it's located right above a nightclub, next to the anchor machinery, or directly over the engines. That upgrade can turn into sleepless nights and non-stop noise. Other times, when a ship is oversold, passengers are quietly shifted into less desirable cabins without much explanation. You might never even realize you were technically downgraded. The cruise line calls it a move, but you feel the difference when you're living next to a busy hallway or crew-only entrance. Tip: before you sail, study the deck plan and cabin location. And, if you're offered an upgrade, don't be afraid to decline. Sometimes the best cabin is the one you carefully chose in the first place. Secret 5 excursions that aren't what they seem. One of the biggest moneymakers for cruise lines is shore excursions. They'll sell you tours that sound amazing, swimming with dolphins, exploring ruins, zip-lining through the jungle. But here's the catch. Not every excursion is what it seems. Many cruise excursions are actually run by third-party vendors, not the cruise line itself. And while the cruise will tell you they're vetted, in reality, some of these vendors don't always meet strict safety or insurance standards. That means if something goes wrong, an injury, a missed bus, or even getting back late to the ship, you might not be fully protected. Tip: for peace of mind, stick with cruise line excursions or plan safe DIY port days where you control the schedule. Secret 6. Missing items rarely investigated. Here's a secret few passengers ever hear about. Small thefts on board are quietly swept under the rug. If something goes missing from your cabin, sunglasses, jewelry, or even cash, cruise lines don't usually launch a full investigation. Why? Because they want to avoid negative headlines and bad publicity. That doesn't mean crew are dishonest. Most are hardworking and honest people. But in any environment with thousands of passengers and staff, theft can happen. And when it does, the cruise line's priority is protecting its image, not chasing down every missing phone charger. Tip: protect yourself. Use the cabin safe for valuables, lock away passports and cash, and before boarding, take a quick photo of your suitcase contents. If something goes missing, you'll have proof, and that can make all the difference with insurance claims. Secret 7. Your cruise card is more powerful than you realize. Every passenger is handed a cruise card when they board. It looks harmless, like just a room key or a credit card for drinks. But the truth is, your cruise card is basically your digital passport on board. It tracks far more than you realize. Every drink, every shop purchase, every entry and exit from the ship is logged. This data doesn't just help the cruise line run smoothly, it also builds a digital record of you. It shows if you're a big spender, if you tend to run late, and even how often you complain at guest services. Tip: check your spending daily in the cruise app. It's easy to let charges stack up, and the surprise bill at the end can ruin your vacation. Secret 8. Life below deck, crew quarters. Most passengers never think about what life is like for the crew. While you're enjoying Broadway-style shows, buffets, and ocean views, thousands of workers live below deck in tiny, windowless cabins. Crew members often share these spaces with roommates, working 10 to 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week, for months at a time without a day off. It's a tough life, and many make sacrifices to send money home to their families. Remember this the next time you meet your steward, waiter, or bartender. A small act of kindness, a smile, a thank you, or even an early tip, goes a long way. For many crew members, those little gestures mean more than you'll ever know. Secret 9. Medical care isn't what you think. When you're at sea, the ship's infirmary feels reassuring, but it's not a full hospital. Onboard medical centers have limited staff, limited medications, and only basic equipment. They can handle seasickness, minor injuries, or a stomach bug. But if something serious happens, a heart attack, stroke, or major accident, you'll need to be evacuated to the nearest hospital on land. And here's the part cruise lines don't emphasize: that evaporation and care aren't covered unless you have proper travel insurance. Bills can skyrocket into tens of thousands of dollars, sometimes more than the entire cost of your cruise. Tip: always buy travel insurance with solid medical coverage before you sail. It's not just about peace of mind, it's about protecting yourself from financial disaster. One unexpected accident without coverage could turn the dream vacation of a lifetime into a nightmare. Secret 10 freebies that aren't free. Who doesn't love free stuff on vacation? Cruise lines know this, and that's why they're experts at offering freebies that aren't really free. Champagne at art auctions, spa consultations, and cocktail tastings all sound like generous perks, but there's always a catch. Each of these is carefully designed as an upsell trap. The art auction champagne is meant to lower your guard so you spend thousands on a painting. Spa consultations often end with a push for overpriced treatments or products. And those cocktail tastings? They usually funnel you into buying expensive drink packages. Tip: take the champagne, enjoy the consultation, sip the cocktail, and say no guilt-free when the upsell comes. Remember, you're in control of your vacation budget, not the cruise line. Secret 11, hidden spaces passengers never find. Every cruise ship is designed like a floating city, and just like any city, there are secret spaces hidden in plain sight. Quiet lounges no one visits, tucked away sun decks perfect for watching sunsets, and cozy nooks where you can escape the crowds. The cruise line won't point these out, because they'd rather keep everyone flowing to the bars, casinos, and shops. But ask any seasoned cruiser or crew member, and they'll tell you, the best spots on the ship are the ones not in the brochure. Finding these hidden gems can transform your vacation. Bonus hack: the power of tipping early. One bonus hack that many first-time cruisers overlook: tip early. Even a small act of kindness, slipping your steward or bartender a little extra at the beginning of the voyage, can unlock surprising perks. Crew often remember who treated them well, and that can mean faster service, little upgrades, or even surprise treats throughout your cruise. A small gesture on your part can go a very long way at sea. If you found these secrets shocking, you'll definitely want to watch my other video, 13 Shocking Reasons Cruises Deny Boarding in 2025, because one mistake there could end your cruise before it even begins. Which secret shocked you the most? Comment below with the words, "Crew Secrets," and I'll personally reply to a few of you. Hit like if this saved you money, subscribe so you never miss insider cruise hacks, and share this with someone you'd love to cruise with. And remember, now that you know the hidden truth, you can cruise smarter, safer, and make it your best trip yet. See you on board.